Yeah. Village. Check the map meanwhile. Knock knock. Okay. Let's go here and then inventory time. I'm almost level. Okay. Let's
I need a quick word.
sell.
Need anything else? Of course. But please, remember, you're not the only one in need. Sylvanus be with you.
The other one. Oops.
What will we do for work when we get to the city?
Whatever we want.
I think I'd make a fine teacher. Or a baker. Or a butcher.
Looking for steel? I have, well, something close.
Let me put the things that I bought and then I sell again. I finish. I want to talk with all of them now because I don't do from a lot of time.
Another dream. Another order from that dubious visitor. It announced that we will find the answers we seek in the absolute cultist's lair, and offered another generous gift. A persuasive creature. It tempts us with power, expresses its admiration, its adoration. Avert your eyes whenever it appears, and do not avail yourself of this new power, no matter how alluring. You've no idea what damage it could do to us, how far into illithid madness it could drag us.
We can use this skill to manipulate the skill. We pulse to refuse.
Battles are won with swords, not mind games born of brainworms. The ones we fight with these cultists will be no different. And there will come a battle, of that I'm most certain. The one truth that fell out of the dream figure's cankered lips.
Are you sure Akrish is our only path to a cure?
Entirely. I was as devoted to my studies as I was to my training. Each creche contains a Zaithist purification device. So I learned from the writings in the Kalir Library. The library was a gift from Vlaakith herself, that we may gain total understanding.
That kind of wisdom is very valuable.
Countless scholars roam the astral sea and beyond, observing the ways of our lessers, exploring planes so distant order turns to chaos and cold fires rage. The planes are ever quaking, and their peoples ever shifting. The Githyanki possess an eternity of knowledge. Yet we still collect more. Infinities upon infinities.
The streams linger in my memory. Do you think that strange figure will come back?
It is a certainty. I had assumed our parasites served a Geich elder, but I believe they serve a greater master still.
A greater master? Or what could that be?
A question that burns in my belly day and night. Elders and collectives abide by their own tenets. It would require a powerful creed to unite them. And now this voice, this creed, finds our own ears. If it reaches this plane, it may reach others.
I'm ending our feeling, if one can call it that.
One couldn't, and one shouldn't. Do as you like. The loss is not so much mine as yours.
Actually, I've changed my mind.
Of course you have. If I'm in the mood for a lay, I'll know who to call on.
Okay, just wait. Then... Oops, no.
Curious. I
What a
took you
shadow.
completely. Yet your body seems no more worse for wear. Perhaps I might find use for it again.
Okay, maybe I already told about this
The
Shadowheart.
Grove sported some rather interesting murals, I must say. They just reminded me of something half forgotten. It seemed to depict Lady Shah's warriors in combat. I hadn't known they were active in these parts.
Shah's warrior? Care to elaborate?
You know me. I'm not usually one to elaborate if I can avoid it. They looked like dark justiciars, an elite force among Lady Shah's ranks. Only the very finest proved themselves worthy of the title.
Sounds like you aspire to join them.
What right-minded servant of Lady Shah wouldn't? But it's a distant dream. The Dark Justiciars have been silent for years. Curious to see them depicted in such a place. Perhaps there's more to it. But there's nothing to be done about it just now.
That artifact seems to be protecting us somehow. Do you still have it?
Quite the understatement, but yes, I have it. And I'll guard it with my life.
Curious that you just happen to have an item that can protect us. How did you come by it?
I was part of a group sent by my cloister. We were to take the artifact from the Githyanki and bring it to Baldur's Gate, no matter the cost. Though it turned out the cost was very steep. I was the only one of the group to survive. I took the artifact and fled, only to be ensnared by mind flayers before I could finish the mission. That's all I know. That's all I need to know.
How can you go to all this trouble and not understand why?
I told you already. I surrendered my memories for the sake of the mission. Shah's secrets must be protected. Duty demands it. Once I fulfill my mission, I can have my memories restored.
Admirable conviction. I think I'd prefer to know what I was getting myself in.
That's not a luxury open to many people, us included. I have my faith to turn to instead. You should find something of your own.
Let the matter drop. Why were you in pain before?
The wound on my hand. It never quite heals. And sometimes it causes terrible pain to rip through me. It's my burden, though, from Lady Shah. I can feel her influence somehow.
So you knew more than you were letting on before. I hope you will be more honest in future.
I'll try my best. But secrecy is ingrained in me. Lady Shah considers it greater protection than any shield or armor.
Why would Shar subject you to such a thing?
I cannot say. Not with what I can recall. But even then, it would not be for me to question her will. Lady Shah has her reasons.
What causes it to hurt you?
It's difficult to say. Sometimes I wonder if it's supposed to be guiding me, punishing me, testing me. But perhaps it's none of those. Perhaps it's completely random. I'd like to hope there's more to it than that. Some meaning that Lady Shah will reveal to me when the time is right. Until then, all I can do is endure.
How can you manage living with such a thing?
It's less difficult than you might imagine, when you can't remember life without it. Pain is sacred to followers of Lady Shah. Pain will give way to loss and then to the peace of her eternal darkness. You can tolerate a great deal of suffering so long as it has meaning.
turn to other matters. I want to talk about your shard worship.
I'm sure you do. But please try to understand that it's not something I can just talk about freely.
I might have to reconsider traveling with you. No. My apologies, I didn't mean to pry.
Fine. Just keep out of matters that don't concern you.
Okay. You should trust me, we are in the same boat after all. Then. Yeah.
Very well. Perhaps there's potential in you. Let's see how you handle this. I am indeed a disciple of Shah. Mistress of the Night and Lady of Loss. I assume you've heard of her?
Honestly, your fate is your own concern. I won't judge, one way or the other.
Curious. Most are afraid of my lady. I think I did well by joining you. Most agreeable company.
Turn to other matters. I want to get to know you more, Shadowheart.
You already know my biggest secrets. What more can you ask?
Oh, sex. What drew you to shard worship?
She took me in when no one else would. Without her, I wouldn't be alive. She's my mother. She nurtures me, cares for me, loves me. Don't believe the lies the Selûnites tell.
Tell me something about yourself besides shards, besides tadpoles.
What? Besides my life's calling and the greatest problem I've ever faced? Well, I like night orchids and can't swim. Is that the sort of thing you meant?
That's exactly it. Anything else you'd care to share?
No, I can't. Quite literally, I mean. With my memories suppressed, I can't betray Shah's secrets. But I can't remember much of myself either. If I manage to return to Baldur's Gate and fulfill Shah's mission, then my memories will be restored.
Yeah, I understood that. You have had your memories suppressed? That seems extreme.
Of course. It is an act of faith, not to be undertaken lightly. Shah will reward me when I succeed.
I want to talk about all that happened to us.
Fine. What's on your mind?
How am I holding up in your estimations?
I don't think I've ever had a confidant quite like you. And if I have, I can't remember them.
On other matters. Where? No, just leave. Okay, finish. Missing Gale. Last one.
Dreaming of our enigmatic visitor again. She told me our purpose was to take on this cult of the Absolute, to infiltrate its ranks and bring it down from the inside. She even offered me greater powers. The result of some manipulation of the tadpole's psionic abilities. Given the magnitude of what we're up against, I see no harm in considering the benefit this offer might afford us. Could be the only way to reach this source in one piece.
Our tadpoles are part of the problems, not a solution. No. You are right. Number 2, you are right. We must use every means at our disposal. Even unsavory.
As existential evils go, the Absolute certainly seems an adversary worth halting in its tracks. Any opportunities for us to indulge our tadpole's capabilities are hardly on the same scale. Trifles, when one considers the bigger picture.
I was wondering that condition of yours. Why does it require magic?
Think of it as tribute. The kind a king might pay to a more powerful neighbor to avoid invasion. As long as I pay, there will be peace. But should I ever stop, along comes a war. I can assure you, the battlefield would extend well beyond the borders of my body alone. An eruption the size of Waterdeep, I think my exact words were.
I was wondering about that mighty lord you told me about in your story.
Ah, yes. Carsus. Karsus was perhaps the most powerful wizard that ever lived. The child who would be a god, the elves called him. And he tried. With a spell of his own devising, he endeavored to usurp in one fell swoop the power of the goddess of magic. Mistral, she was called then. Imagine what it must have felt like. To be a god. To know yourself, to be untouchable. To be mistaken. As Karsus aimed his spell at her, she began to unravel. And with her, the entire weave. Too late did he realize what he had unleashed. It would have been the end of everything had not Mistral sacrificed herself. The goddess of magic is all magic. By dying, the entire weave was lost, and the spell that challenged a god failed. It was the end of Mistral. The end of Karsus, and the end of an entire civilization. As the child who would be a god was turned to stone, his empire came crashing down around him. The floating cities of Netheril were no more. An event that came to be known as Karsus's folly.
So at that moment in time all magic was gone?
For a spell, Mistral was reborn as Mistra. Upon her return, the weave returned with her. Now, so many centuries later, I try to follow in the footsteps of Karsus. Not to destroy Mistra, but to prove my love for her. I tried to control only a fraction of the magic that was unleashed that fateful day. I merely sought to return one tiny diamond to an imperfect crown. Gale's folly, one might call it. History, repetition. It's the way things go.
If you ever feel the Nether's magic overtaking you, what will you do?
If it should ever come to that, if I ever know I am no longer able to stop it, I will do anything I can to ensure no one but me pays for my mistakes. I will find the remotest place on the surface of Faerun, or perhaps far below in the depths of the Underdark. I will await that death, alone. I promise I will not betray your trust. You kept me by your side despite the menace that I am. If worst comes to worst, I will be long gone before the curtain falls.
What do you make of having a vampire in our camp?
I know what it is to hunger. And I know what it takes to keep that hunger under control. He's done that so far, despite his condition. So long as he sates his appetite elsewhere, I'm happy to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Okay, just leave. Okay, I talk with everyone, and let's check mission. Okay, so let's go back at the walk and rest. And can continue a bit on this side, maybe. Aha, there is a person. So,
Dragon Rider, my kin are near.
what?
Damn thing could blot out the sun.
It would be too much to hope that's nothing to do with us, wouldn't it?
Okay, so I want to go.
Just we admire it from afar.
This is the last side of the map. Saying, in fact. No, thank you, I won't go. Let's go to the other side. First, check here, there is for sure.
Look at these gouges.
Seriously.
Tore through rock like it was butter.
Arcana failed, so yeah, let's Arcana
Perhaps it's
test.
some artist trying to make a statement.
What? And nothing. What can I do? Or check. The dog. I call the dog.
Hope Alistair takes good care of Tara while I'm away.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
What? What? What's the
Time to
problem?
press ahead.
No, 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 no. Go away, please. How can I send away? Gale,
Yes.
send away the dog. Stop. Oh. Okay.
Immediately.
Never a dull moment. Light on my feet.
Okay, I can activate it.
Ready and willing.
Still breathing,
Go away.
despite everything. On my way.
I don't know if I will fight every person in the world now with the aura. Maybe I can deactivate when I'm not in fight. What is it?
What's
I
hiding
didn't
here?
open this. Okay. Let's go down first. Okay, let's go here. Anyway, I see here and then I will go. Hello. Hello. Welcome back. Picking milky can. Picking milky can. Milky
One
can't.
of the easy
Can I
parts.
move them?
Someone's already slain these creatures.
Yes.
Pity you didn't leave any for us.
Oh, sorry, we don't have nothing to fight.
Might be
Connect.
useful.
I can't move this. Yes, no? Yes. We need the milky can. Milky can. No, stop. Okay. Can I jump in? No. So nothing. Okay. Maybe I can activate the... wait. No.
Direct me.
Okay. The demonic aura I can activate before a fight, not always.
One day I'll catch a break.
What is that?
What's hiding here?
Today is Monday, 23 June. Back from work, tired. I used the drugs as always. Oh yeah. 19.
But that'll
Not
fit
yet
my
at
pack.
least. Saving game. A foot. Somebody was slain. Oh, there is a person.
Something's on my mind.
Need any
No.
supplies? We've fewer mouths to feed now.
How many did you
Two.
use?
Both stalwarts of Tyr, sworn to uphold justice.
What
The
happened
Lord
to
of
you?
Justice sent us after a devil haunting this area. We squared off against her. We lost. Talk to Anders if you want the details. I don't have it in me to recount the horror.
I just leave them and will trade later. Let's pick wings for. Soul coin. Okay, I have other coin. I don't know what they are. Book. Pick. Okay. The plate. Here. Nothing up on the roof. So let's open the door and go inside. Inside. Let's open. It's not stable.
How about a dragon? Would that worry you?
At ease, friend. You're welcome to rest here.
Split the group. I don't want them to follow. What? Oh, paid 100. Okay, therefore go down. This is stealing? No. Me money, money, money. Me like money. Let's talk.
Who's there? Please, keep your distance. You're welcome to shelter here, but we've grave injuries to tend to.
Who or what attack?
A devil. The most deadly foe we've yet encountered. We are paladins of Tyr, Lord of Justice. He sent us after an infernal being, straight out of the Nine Hells, hiding in the form of a one-horned tiefling. She slaughtered countless refugees fleeing the Absolute. Yesterday, she butchered an entire family without mercy. We were lucky to survive our encounter with her.
This could be the work of a devil, but they collect souls through cunning, not carnage.
Where is this thing?
She ran toward the river when she saw we were merely wounded, not dead. Down the hill from here. She must pay for her crimes. If you capture her, you will have served Tyr where we could not. This is the sword of justice, blessed by Tyr. I've wielded it since I swore my oath. It's all I have, but it's yours if you stop her. Bring me her head, and Tyr will consider her crimes repaid.
I will bring you her head.
May the just God guide you.
Okay. Book. Pick up. Open. Pick up. Wooden crane. Cauldron. Here, nothing, just beds. Yeah, there are. A plate. A pitcher of beer. And a book. Can I take? I will sell for 1 gold. Take it. Thank you. Then she wants to talk as well. Yes. No, it talk. There is nothing more here.
If you want to go poking around in the cellar, be my guest. Plug your nose first, though.
Okay. What's down there?
Corpse, half rotted to mush. Must have been down there a 10 day or more.
Okay. This is nice place to hole up in. What is it?
It was a toll house. By the time we arrived, it was more like a slaughterhouse. There's more monsters than coin moving down this road.
Okay. Tollhouse mean gold. Seen any around?
There's a locked door down the hatch. Doesn't look like anyone's managed to get in. If there's any gold left, that's where it'll be.
Okay. Just leave. I will go down. Let's pick. If I can talk with him. Oh, he's dead. Okay, interesting. Pick. Pick. Take here bucket. It bank. Don't know what it is. An it bank. Here is water. Here there is no fire, so I don't need water. Let's pick. One. Potatoes. We like potatoes. Oh yes, today I ate potatoes too. He left. Hammer. The last thing to take here, yes. Okay, I can group. Let's go. Okay, shit. I will talk later. I want to pick everything here first. Okay, down we go later. Let's check all up. Okay, we are right here. Let's take everything.
Anything of use?
It's a massacre. I would have liked to fight here. All those beautiful gnolls. Let's go here. Food. Funnel. Do I have a hand? Probably it goes down. Somebody has an end?
There's no
You
time
have
to
an
waste.
end? Who was that anyway? I don't know. I never remember. You have done. Yes, you're fine. Hop. Select the hand and go inside. Yeah, it goes down. Okay. Just leave.